guys, so I have Erin here. It is okay that your name has already been said.
Oh, yeah. No, the people already know me.
So if you missed, I did a video with her mom, actually, who was the one that created this turtle soap, super cute, that I used in, like, a face cleaning roleplay, and we also did an hour and 20-minute video talking about her soap making and stuff. And in that video, we kind of ranted on, well, her mom exposed Erin and all
my dirty laundry has been poured out onto the internet.
So we thought, what better video to do to
This video is my clapback.
Yeah. Now you have to expose all your mom's dirty laundry.
Yeah. And so now, also you have to have watched the video before this one.
Yeah, so I'm going to link that in the description or pin it down below, whichever. Yeah, so check that out.
Super big, clickbait controversy, mom versus daughter. No,
yes. Oh my gosh. And then, you'll have to expose your mom about something and you'll have to keep going. No.
Yeah, I'll have to just come to me.
Okay, so she has all her feathers.
Yes, I have all of them. I brought all of them.
That was the thing. It was her mom was talking about how she has a hobby of she has a lot of knowledge about birds and a feather collection. And I see you have a picture of a bird too.
Yeah, so I thought I'd defend myself.
She's gonna defend her honor.
Yeah, defend my honor. Or at least I brought the painting.
Did you paint that?
I did.
That's so good.
Thank
Erin, that's so
Thank
good.
You. So the reason why I have all the feathers is I like to paint.
Okay.
And so this is a really common bird. It's a white ibis. And so I got its feather and I was like, oh, I'll paint the bird. And so in my room, this will hang up and it has the feathers that go with it next to it.
Oh, I love that. Is that watercolor?
Yeah.
That's so pretty.
Thank you. And so the goal was as I get different feathers, I'll paint the painting to go with it. This is the only painting I have. The feather collection got away from me so fast. I am working on another painting. It's of a Caspian tern, and I'll show you that feather later.
I had no idea you were also good at art. What are you not good at?
Okay, my mommy helped me with this one. And I take a long time to paint, so that's why sometimes I can do if you were Erin, make me something now, it would be oh wow, honey, you did so good.
No.
But if you give me 3 months to do it, I could produce something okay. So I just am very slow.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't have any other paintings, or else I could do a whole thing. But the goal is to have more paintings.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you've got feathers.
I have lots of feathers. So I guess I can start. So this is a white ibis. So this is a really common one. I thought for some of them. So I have this bird app called Merlin, and so people can see what the bird looks like for some of them. They can kind of see what some of them look like.
Is it free app?
It is. Cool. It's called Merlin ID. And my phone doesn't want to work right now.
Oh, do you need Wi-Fi?
Nope. It's all loaded up. Okay. Ooh, that's really bad.
If I focus on it, maybe.
Oh. There we go. Okay. So that is a white ibis. It's the one that's in your front yard. And so it's a really common bird, and we have them a lot at where I work. So this is their flight feather. And so I found one of these one day, and I was like, oh, that's super cool. So I took it home, and then I made the painting of it. And then I was kind of oh, this feather's super cool. So I just kept picking up feathers as I found them.
So that was the start of it?
Yeah, that one was the start of it. And then it's a lot of feathers. I don't know if we're even going to be able to look at all of them.
That's okay.
So I have, I guess I'll just kind of show the whole thing. So I have various glasses of them. Oop, some of them are falling. And then, so those are my bigger ones that don't fit. And then the rest of them are in this box. And I have a lot of them. I wish I knew how to be more ASMR.
You're fine. It's all about the unintentional ASMR.
Oh, yes. hopefully they unintentionally enjoy my...
This one is really cool looking.
Okay.
Oh,
so this one,
these. Okay.
This one is,
Look
go
at
ahead.
that.
You can touch them, friend.
Awesome.
This is my favorite bird. You can take them out of the bag.
Wow. That's so soft.
Oh, you want to see a soft one? Okay, so the softest one is I have one species of owl somewhere in here.
Owl.
I have owl feathers.
Okay, that's impressive.
Somewhere, I have a lot of feathers. So the other thing is so I work outside. I'm a park ranger for a city near us.
Okay.
And so I'm outside all the time, and birds are outside all the time. So I see them a lot. So I'm just outside all the time, so I see the feathers. But then also people I know start to pick up that I like feathers.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been gifted a lot of feathers too, actually.
I see.
Somewhere in here I have. Okay, these are barred owl feathers. And they are so barred owls are silent when they fly because of how soft their feathers are.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. Oh, that's two together too.
Ah, they're kind of like
Can't even feel it. It's so soft.
I know. So this one, like if you feel this one, so ospreys swim.
Whoa.
So they're a little bit more like rigid and can fight against water.
And this is literally like
It's
air.
yeah, it's like you can't. Like she's right. Like you can't even feel it. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Like I don't even know. Yeah, they don't even make a sound. Versus like the osprey feathers. Like when you put the osprey feathers together, like I don't know if they can hear that, but there's an actual
Sound versus nothing with the owl.
because there's nothing. Yeah, because they're so soft. So that's how owls are able to be silent when they fly, because it's so fluffy.
That makes sense.
And that's how you can kind of like, because some people are like, how can you tell them apart? And like these are
Very
could be
similar.
very easily mistaken, especially like these. But it's just like when you get up close to them, this one is just so fluffy and silent. So ospreys are my favorite because if you like look up pictures of osprey, like the ones that you see are like super majestic and they're like flying through the air with a fish. Yeah, you can look it up. But I used to volunteer with the Audubon Center near us, Birds of Prey Center near us, and so I was working with ospreys, and ospreys are so dumb.
I think I remember you telling me about that, about them being dumb. Oh, that's really pretty. I see what you mean. The majesticness.
So like the pictures of them, they look so like majestic and like caw. And then if you look up a picture of them like face on, they look so stupid and they're so dumb. They're like one of the dumbest species of birds.
I don't know how to say that. Oh. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, there's some pictures
that are even better.
Yeah, that are even better than that one. They look so dumb straight on, and they have these like big like glowing yellow eyes. That is a really good one. And it's like that's what they genuinely look like.
Oh my goodness. That's almost, it's like a mix between no brain cells and also kind of freaky looking.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
So I love ospreys. I genuinely believe that if I was an animal, I would be an osprey because they live by the water. They spend their whole day fishing, and a lot of people think that they're super majestic and super cool, but when you get to know them, they're really just a giant idiot, and they can often look very dumb.
You're not an idiot.
I can do a lot of idiotic things. So I resonate with the osprey very well, or very much.
Have you seen one in action being done before, or just?
Yes. So actually at my work, one of them almost, I had heard this from someone I volunteered with at the Audubon Center, but they are known to catch fish that are too big for them.
Oh.
And they are very dumb sometimes. So they don't let go of it. They get the fish and they death grip it. They're not going to let go. They can't comprehend that it's too big for them. And so there's been cases where they drown because they won't let go of the fish. And that almost happened at my work one time because they come around my work all the time, especially during the spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then one of them, like we had a patron and she was like, "There's a bird flapping around in the it's gonna die. And I was like, oh, really? Like, show me. And I was like, that's an osprey. It's those, they know how to swim. Like, if it lets go of it, it'll be fine. If it doesn't, I can't
did
help
it to itself.
It did it to itself. And there's nothing I can do for it. It's not caught on anything. It's just, it's got a fish that's too big for it.
I feel like that's literally humans, though. Like, that's like a perfect analogy of like the way we can grip onto certain things in life to the point of our own demise.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're very obsessive, so I think I can be a little obsessive sometimes. Sitting here with my sprawl of feathers.
I love it. I love that you and your mom both have your own like hobbies and collections of things.
Yes. And apparently that was hereditary. But my coworkers and I, like, we joke that like everyone has like their own bird, and so like one of like my best coworkers, like closest coworkers, his name is Matthew, and so his bird is a pigeon because he's from New York, so and then also like he is so aggressive about leftovers. Like if I like I am constantly giving, like if you leave like a crumb of fry, he's like, are you gonna eat that? So he's a pigeon, and I can't remember. I think my other coworker, we named him Muscovy because he once accidentally planted a bunch of invasive species, and they kind of like went crazy in his yard. So Muscovy ducks are a breed of invasive duck, so we call him a Muscovy.
Makes sense.
So yeah, little things like that. So I'm the osprey.
This
I
one
actually
looks
have,
so cool. Wait, what? No, you can show it.
Oh, so I actually have Muscovy feathers. That's
okay.
the duck. So this is like that duck that has those big red welts on their face.
Oh, okay, yeah. I always wondered what.
Those are like the really annoying ones that are always at the parks.
Yeah.
And so these actually have like an iridescent green to them.
Oh, that is really pretty.
I don't know if it shows on the camera or not. Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
That is cool.
So they're pretty cool. It's a Muscovy.
There were these iridescent feathers that my husband's mom had that I used in a video once that were like blue and orange and like you would like they would change colors as you would turn them. It was so crazy. I don't even know what kind of bird they were from. I was like, it always amazes me when they're like iridescent and they like kind of change and you like.
Yeah, I have as we go through them, there's a couple of them that will act like that. But the ones those I got from New Jersey. If you want to grab those.
These are so cool. They're all like spotted. Guinea fowl.
Yeah. So actually, these I was at a zoo in New Jersey. That's where my mom. She was born in New Jersey. And the Cape May County Zoo up there. If you've ever been there, they have these birds just walking around, like not enclosed. They're just walking around everywhere. So these were just all over the ground everywhere, and I was like, these are coming home with me. Yeah, because they have this one, you can kind of tell it has the dots, but they have like a white-ish breed, and then also like the really like potent. What would you like? Not potent. It's like
very distinct.
Distinct, yes. This very distinct pattern, and this one's a little bit more subtle.
Fluffy.
Some of them are super fluffy.
That's so cool. It almost looks see-through. How it's like.
Yeah. Some of them are like the birds. I think it's kind of cool, like learning about the birds through their feathers. Like this one is not see-through at all, because this is the one they use for swimming, so it's like really tough and really rigid. Like
that
I
makes
have
sense.
one somewhere. Have you ever heard of an inhingo before? Those are the snake birds in the water that have their head out.
I didn't know that was what they're called.
A lot of people call them snake birds. It's like a real common name for them, but their actual name is inhinga. And so those are the ones they're swimming all day, every day, or they're on the shore like drying out like this.
Oh yeah, my dad would. This is not the official name, but he would call those water turkeys.
That's actually a really good name. I like that one. So they're the really big swimmers.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys, they just walk on the ground. So their feathers are they've got a lot of give to them. But these guys, this is their tail feathers. This one's pretty beat up. But they don't have a lot of give to them. Like, they're very hard and rigid.
Wow. Oh, yeah, dang. That's...
Like, it's really stiff.
Like, sweep with that.
Yeah, versus this one is a lot softer.
Wow.
So it's kind of cool, like, how, like, different birds do different things, but their feathers reflect that, too. Just like the owl is, like, it hunts, you know, things that are small that, you know, don't hear it coming, and that's how it's able to do that.
They were each very intentionally made.
Yeah. I think that's another cool, like, part about, like a big reason why I have all these is to use in, like, education programs at my work and stuff. And then I hope to be a homeschool mom one day. I hope so.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so exciting.
I know.
You would be amazing at that.
I was talking about, like, to Lindsay that day. I'm like, I'm just gonna, like, homeschool, like, mom, all of our kids in our little.
Yes, do it. Cause, girl, I'm trying to convince. But, like, I feel like if, I don't know, not that we're trying to have kids right now, but like, in the future, I feel like so intense about, like, how weird it is that, not that anything's wrong with, like, but it's just interesting to think that you just give your kid off to somebody else to teach the majority, like, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, like, anyway, so I love that for you. Do it. But I also am, like, overwhelmed at the thought of homeschooling, so, like,
yeah. So,
but I'm like,
there's a lot more resources for it nowadays.
That's true.
But, so I teach, part of my job is also being an interpretive ranger. And so a big part of that is teaching middle school and high school. And we're hoping to move into elementary school as well.
Okay.
And there's just so much, like, fundamental lack of basic, like, thinking skills. Even, like, not even, like, they have a lot of informational lacking. Like, they're just have not been told a lot of things. But I feel like it's to a point where, like, the foundation of being able to infer things and learn things on their own is not there. Like, a lot of this stuff that I know about birds or about animals and stuff, like, I've learned on my own, but I can say that I at least have been given the skills to learn, even if I wasn't taught as much as I should have been taught.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the kids that I interact with, they've not been able to receive the skills to learn on their own. And so that's, like, so I have a lot of these for, like, you know, wanting to teach the kids that I work with. That's or awesome. Teach my own kids. Yeah. But then also, I think, like, a big, like, an avenue that's not really explored so much. Her and I are both Christians, and we go to the same church group. Yeah. And it's a really good, like, talking about, like, animals is even a way to, like, introduce the subject and talk about, like, look, these birds, like, you know, this is a walking bird, this is a swimming bird, you know, well, this didn't just happen on accident, you know, this bird needs to hunt at night in the quiet, you know, it's very intentional. You know? Who do you think put all this intention into it?
Right.
Yeah.
I love that.
So it's like, it's just, you know, you can use anything as an indicator for who's really in charge if you let it.
Exactly.
So.
I love that. I love the way you said that.
Thanks.
Yes.
So, yes.
We have a very intentional creator.
And we have a pretty fun creator that does a lot of fun, goofy stuff, too.
I was going to say, there are some really wacky looking birds. I'm like, does he just do this to make us laugh?
You cannot tell me that God doesn't have a sense of humor. Like,
peacock feathers.
Not only do we have, like, a God who, like, you know, cared enough to, like, make all these animals, but then also, like, cared enough to give us something to laugh at. Because, like,
to laugh at and to be, like, marveled by the beauty of, like, the colors.
Yeah, I know. He could have gave us, like, a bunch of pigeons and been done, you know. And said he was like, y'all are gonna get a kick out of peacocks. So I have a couple peacock feathers. I have a small one too somewhere.
I can, like, focus on that. The colors are really pretty, but it's not quite accurate on the camera.
When I was tilting it, like, backwards, it was, like, showing more.
Oh, okay, that's pretty. Love it.
So in that same zoo in New Jersey, there was the guinea fowl walking around, but there was also peacocks walking around. So I got this one from New Jersey. The other thing about feathers is they're a free souvenir. So this one is from New Jersey, but these two that she's holding are actually from Costa Rica.
Really?
I have a couple feathers.
That's so cool. When did you go to Costa Rica?
This year in the summer. Yeah.
Wait, is that where y'all went on the... Wait. On
So
the mission
we went
trip?
to
No.
Cuba for the mission trip.
Okay.
And then that was in May. But then in July, I went for 2 weeks with my grandparents.
Oh, okay, cool. You probably told me and I totally forgot.
Oh,
Sorry.
you're good, you're good. Everyone's going everywhere.
That's so cool, though.
Yeah. So I like them because I'm cheap and it's
It's
really
a free souvenir.
It's a free souvenir, and also like, you know, I'm not a very bougie person, so like I have a coworker named Matthew, and I just had my birthday, and you know, he's got different life stuff. I'm like, don't get me anything. Just I know that you're gonna find feathers, stockpile them for a little while, and just give me feathers. So
Aww.
a lot of these feathers in here, they're from him. Like some of these owl feathers, they're from him.
That's so nice.
One of my best friend Christina, who I grew up with, so she's like the world traveler. She has been to most of the states. She is currently living in South Korea.
Wow.
Yeah. She studied abroad in Italy. She has spent like numerous weeks in Japan on different trips. But when she goes to different places, she brings me feathers back. So I have somewhere in here. The only thing is some of the feathers from like different places, I don't know the birds as well. Okay, yeah, like so I have all my bags labeled, and this one is feather Christina gave me from Japan. I don't know what kind of bird it is.
That's cool, though.
It's a little bit of, I think it's like probably like some sort of crow or something.
Yeah. Got that iridescent vibe.
Oh yeah, it does a little bit. But so it's a cool little thing that people bring me from where they go. This whole community of feathers. Let's see.
These are pretty too, the ibis ones that are just like totally white.
Yeah. In my room, so I have a big cork board that I've had for a little while. The goal is to have like a painting with the feathers underneath it. I have one of the ones with the little black tip on it, and then below it I have one of the plain ones.
Okay.
Because I like to get like different types of feathers, because every bird has like a bunch of different feathers. So I like to have like a flight feather and like a tail feather, or you know, whatever I can find. So wonderful stuff.
Chicken.
Yes, I have chicken. So actually, that's not all my chicken feathers. My chicken feathers I have in a different thing. I forgot to grab them. Oh yeah, a little tiny one.
So these are from your chickens you have at home?
Yes.
Okay. It's so tiny.
That was a little one. I found when I was cleaning out their coop. Oh, look at this little guy. So I think these are from a barred rock, and these are from Americana chickens. Yeah.
That's cool, the like splatter look.
Mm-hmm. So these chickens actually give me blue eggs.
Which ones?
This chicken, the Americana, gives me blue eggs.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. And the barred rock gives me brown eggs.
They're so fluffy.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit stiffer, but still fun. Did I just mix?
No, you're good. Okay. Those are all. Even if they do, I'm. So a lot of times, like a lot of these feathers, like I'll pick up and I won't know what they are for a long time, and then eventually, I'll have I have dove feathers in here somewhere.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, actually, I have a bunch of dove feathers.
Oh.
And different types of doves too. But somewhere in here.
I recently learned what a mourning dove is, because Shakayla was telling me about mourning doves, and then I've been seeing them more. I'm like, once you like identify a bird, you're able to like pick it out.
So a lot of people are like, how do you possibly have so many feathers? It's like one of those things where like once you know about it, then they're everywhere. Okay, so this is the mourning dove.
Ooh, oh my gosh, cool.
So for the longest time, I had this feather.
It's so tiny.
Yeah. And so I found it at my house, and I was like, I have no idea what that bird is. And so but I kept on to it, and I was like, I'll figure it out one day.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a mourning dove that got injured at work. And
So that's how you figured out.
Yeah, so I took it home, and it got like hit by something. And so
Aw.
sometimes when birds get stung, they just need to be somewhere like dark and
Safe.
quiet for a little while, and
Yeah.
they kind of getting concussed. And so I just took it home, and it stayed with me for like 2 days, and then it was fine. But while I had it, like, I was checking it out, so I pulled out its wings to make sure it wasn't a broken bone or anything. And I pulled out its wings, and I pulled out its tail too. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I know that feather.
Oh, that's so cool.
So a lot of them, like, I've just kind of like figured out along the way, but I have some that I still don't know what they are. Mystery feathers. Oh, like, these are more mystery feathers I found in Costa Rica. Actually, I found these on a volcano. Yeah.
What? That's so cool. It's all stripy.
Yeah, but I have no idea what they are.
Oh, sorry, I totally just.
Oh, no, you're fine. I have 100 bags.
Ooh.
Yeah. But the point of that was I've gotten to learn them pretty well, so you could probably mix them all up, and I'd still probably be able to figure it out. Yeah, I wish I knew what these were, but I don't even have the slightest clue.
That's so cool.
And
They're pretty.
There's so many birds in Costa Rica, it's like impossible. Ooh, I can show you another one of my favorite ones. These are from a blue heron. And so my work has
Those are pretty.
has had this has had one blue heron that's lived there for like the longest time. And all the time I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, would you drop some feathers? Like, for real, like, because they're so pretty. And you kind of can't tell, but they're like a grayish blue.
Yeah, I like that.
They're like a pretty unique color.
I would get this like color match to Home Depot and be like,
I
can I
know,
paint my
really,
cabinets this color?
Yeah, I know, right? It's such a nice color. And I was like, would you drop a feather already? And then we had an adolescent one move into the park, and he was growing into it as adult feathers. So he was just dropping feathers everywhere, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're all coming home with me. Nice. So I was so excited, because I'd been at the park. This was actually kind of recent. I'd been at the park for like a year and a half, and I'm like, I've never found one of these, and there's one of these here every day.
Yay, I'm glad you finally got some.
So I have like bucket list ones, and then my coworkers will like look out for those.
Oh, that's cool.
Or they'll know like I have like a million like ibis feathers, and they're like, okay, we won't pick up any of those.
Yeah.
What else? What's speaking to you?
This is pretty.
Oh yeah, that one
Eastern
I
bluebird.
think is an eastern bluebird, but it's got a little bit of yellow on it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you pick it up towards like the bottom of it.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Yellow and little.
Yeah, I know. I found that one in my neighborhood.
I love when they're like
Really
blue.
vibrant.
Yeah, really bright, like
That's-
vibrant blue or vibrant red.
Yeah, the smaller birds are a lot more vibrant, but their feathers are so tiny, so it's really hard to find. All the big birds are easy because they're huge and stuff. But I think that's probably the most colorful one I have. There's also these guys.
Mallard.
Yeah, that one.
Domestic.
Yeah, not all the feathers have happy stories.
Oh.
Some of them.
Oh.
So a lot of these feathers, they come like from unfortunate accidents, and so this was actually a bird that lived at the park, but he was a domestic bird that someone had dropped there, and
I just abandoned.
yeah, somebody abandoned him, and so
Aw.
he was too friendly with people. He got hit by sadly. But
Poor thing.
yeah, he was cutie. I tried so hard to get his parents to let me take him home, but they were like, no, we don't want a duck.
Aw.
But now he lives on his education. So mallards, actually, those feathers would be a little bit more brown and a little bit more green. But he was a domestic one, so you can like breed certain traits into them. So he was a like a, what do they call it, monotone? Yeah, monotone. So he was like all grayscale, all black and white.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and mallards are the ones with like the green heads, and he was a black and white one of those.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could. I mean, that makes sense.
I didn't really know it until I saw him. I'm like, am I colorblind? Why is this mallard not green? I was thrown for such a whirl, and I asked one of my coworkers who knows birds really well, like better than I do, and he's like, oh, that's just the domestic one. I was like, I didn't even know people went through the effort of domesticating a mallard and like breeding certain traits in it, but you can do a lot of things.
Oh yeah, were you gonna say something else?
Oh no, more feathers.
Whoa, this one's very...
That one's actually, I just found that one and I was super stoked about that one. So I have regular feathers of that one, I think, somewhere in here. Yes, so that is a great egret, and that's what,
okay. It's just very sparse.
Mm-hmm. So birds have, different seasons that they go through. And so they have a breeding season, and during their breeding season, that's when they get a lot more of their colorful, and they call them ornamental feathers.
Okay.
And so this feather is an ornamental feather that egrets have during their breeding season, because this one is not like a super good example, but some of them are really long, and they hang down really low, and they like look very like shaggy kind of at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And these are just their normal feathers that they have all the time. And they're kind of hard to get because they get really beaten up. And so I was like kind of hoping I could find one. And then when it comes into fall season, they'll shed their ornamental feathers and just regrow their normal feathers. So I got that one like last week. And I was so
That's so cool.
And because I was telling my car, I'm like, man, I really want one of the ornamental ones. And I was on the ground the other day and I was like, oh, you're coming home with me. I find feathers like all the time. I found, like this weekend, I brought some of the ones that I found this weekend. I went camping.
This one's it reminds me of one of the water birds that you're talking about. It's very like durable.
Oh, so that one is a vulture feather.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, actually, these are all vulture feathers.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's kind of iridescent. I never noticed that with vultures.
So that one is so strong because they fly so high up in the sky.
So they gotta be strong.
Yes, because they soar.
That makes sense why it's so big.
Mm-hmm. This one I found this week. Oh, I found this vulture feather this weekend.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's really big. This one is a turkey vulture, and that one is actually a black vulture.
Oh, wow.
And so you can tell. So when they fly in the sky, I don't know if you can tell, but there's kind of like a white underlying in this one. Like you see here.
Oh.
So you can actually tell what kind of vulture a vulture is. There's two kinds of turkey vulture and a black vulture. So turkey vulture is the one with the red head, and like looks kind of like it's bald or something.
Okay.
And it's like, I don't know, it looks a little rougher.
Crinkly.
Yeah. And then the black vulture is the one that just has a black head.
Okay.
And so you can tell that when they're on the ground, but when you're in the sky, you can actually tell because the turkey vulture has a lot more white on it, and the black vulture actually only has white on the tips.
Okay.
And it's funny because you can kind of tell on the camera, but like you can super tell when it's like all of the feathers up in the sky.
Mm.
So you can even see like what species of vulture it is,
even just looking at them in the sky.
Way up in the sky, which is pretty
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
This made me think of when I heard the sound. It made me think of those feathers, the quill pens, where you're like. Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, they probably would use like a really strong feather.
Yeah, that would be ideal because this one feels so durable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even this little jar is very like.
It is. It's giving. Vintage quill pen.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I should be signing the declaration or something.
Floofy.
What's that one? That one was also from New Jersey. That is from the biggest species of seagull, or at least I believe that's what it was. And these things, like, so they were super far out on the beach, and I'm like, man, those things must be closer. And I walked closer, and they were farther than I thought they were. They were like turkey-sized seagulls.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They were so big.
I never seen seagulls that big.
Yeah, me either. And so there was a few of their feathers around.
They're super fluffy.
Mhm. Yeah. I wish I would have like gotten some bigger ones, but those were the only ones I could find. This one is my best friend's pet.
Oh.
She has a cockatiel. Those
Okay.
are the little ones with the red cheeks. And so, actually, I owe her a painting. I'm supposed to paint her. This is her. This is the bird that I have a love-hate relationship with. So, Christina lives 2 houses away from me.
Oh.
And so I grew up with her, and this bird will never die. And it's been around since she was like a kid. It was one of her teacher's class pet, and the teacher couldn't handle it anymore, so they gave it to her.
Oh.
And so she's had this bird for like 11 years or something. And this bird loves to hate me. And
What?
okay, so she has like a screened-in pool,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll swim through the water, and they let the bird fly through. And so like it'll go up on the shore, or not on the shore, on like the rim of the pool. And then Christina and my sister Kylie will go up to it and go, and it'll go back.
Oh.
And then I'll come up to it, and it'll just like scowl at me and walk away. And or like sometimes it'll hiss at me. But then there are moments where like it'll just be Christina, and Christina will be like way off there, or it'll be just me and him, and he'll come and he'll just sit on my shoulder and he'll just hang out. Or like he'll like if nobody's around and I go and he'll do it back. Or you can go like I love you, and it'll go I love you.
Aww.
And if I do it around anybody else, they won't do it. But if it's around somebody, like it loves to hate me. I don't know. It's so I love Angel, but Angel loves to hate me. I don't know.
That is too funny.
Yeah, so these are his feathers. You know? And I need to make Christina a painting. And I've had these feathers for like 6 months. I found this one this weekend on my parents' property.
Oh.
I think it's a hawk feather. I haven't really
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I haven't really done too much research on it. I have.
That's cool how this part's like see-through.
Yeah.
Can, like,
It's cool
see inside of
the way that feathers grow is pretty weird. So they grow. I don't want to crunch this one. I'll crunch a bad one.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay, this one's pretty beat up. This is a peacock feather too. This is just one of their body feathers. So feathers grow in like a pin, and so they grow in this like calcium casing, and it's like a really like thin tube that they grow out in, and they're called pin feathers. And the birds have to like chew on it to like break off the casing, and then it'll fluff up. And so like all of it, like some of them have like a little bit of like you can kind of see on this one, like it has a little bit of the extra part hanging out. I think you can see. And so the whole thing is like wrapped up in this casing, and they have to like chew the casing off.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
So they're just like gnawing on themselves, trying to get.
Yeah, they just kind of like. So I have chickens. So I learned this from my chickens, and so like the old feathers will come out, and the new ones will start to come in, and they'll be in that casing because that's how they don't just like sprout out of the skin like this. They sprout out like more looking like that than they do like that. So they need to like fluff them up, and so they can actually be really sensitive because like they're so like I don't know, tight and compacted all the way down to the skin. And so like some of the chickens that like trust me, like there'll be feathers that they have a hard time, so like it'll just sit in my lap, and you can just kind of like rub it with your finger, and it'll kind of like break apart. I call it chicken dandruff. And so like they usually like molt during the winter, and so I'll just have them in my lap, and like I'll just kind of like the ones that they'll let me do because they're pretty sensitive, but you can kind of help them like break some of it up, and then they'll like stand up off your lap and they'll shake, and like all of the chicken dandruff goes everywhere.
Oh.
And it's a huge mess. But yeah, so they grow in that like weird clear bit. It's really weird.
That is so interesting.
Oh, you want to hear something really weird
What?
that my mom and I had to learn the weird way? Chickens don't sweat, Right.
Okay.
So they don't have a way to oil their own feathers. But obviously, they need to oil their feathers, and especially like the birds who swim and stuff, they need very oily feathers.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't secrete that oil. So where do they get it from?
Do they? I don't know.
I had no idea either. I never even gave it a thought until one day, one of my chickens was standing in front of me with its butt facing me. And then, so you have like the chicken head, and you have the body, and then you have the tail that goes up like this, and then you have the poop hole.
I was wondering if this is gonna have something to do with poop. I was like, oh
no. Okay, so it doesn't do.
Oh.
But just, so you have tail up here, you have poop up here, right? And I thought that's all that there was back there. But then I was looking at my chicken, and its butt end was towards me, and the feathers kind of separated, like, and she pulled her like top feathers up, and the feather, and then she wrapped around, and was like pecking at a nub, and I was like,
what?
I was like, ew. I should have brought one of my chickens for this video and been like,
Oh,
look, chicken butt. And I was like, my mom and I were watching, and we were like, ew, what is that? And it's like this little like pimple.
Okay.
That is above their bum hole, but below all of their like big tail feathers. And we're like, my first thought was like she had like some sort of like tick or something that had like grown into her skin. My mom was like, does she have some sort of abscess? And she's like picking at it because she's irritated. And we were like, what is that? It's because it's really gross. It's like a little nub, and they kind of like go like this at it and like rub their face on it.
Does it secrete oil?
Yes. And so we were looking it up, and we're like, butt pimple on chicken.
I love that you can do that in Google.
I know, they would be like, oh, here's your answer. Oh, no problem. People ask me that all the time. Yeah. And so we're like, butt pimple on chicken. What do I do? And so a lot of that, like, I guess that actually is something that people ask.
Yeah.
And so it's like, no, it's not a pimple. It's like a oil secretion gland. And so since, you know, you and I, we just like sweat the oil onto our hair and onto our face and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They have this little pimple above their butt that they have to peck at
and
like rub their face on. And then you see like chickens like grooming their feathers a lot and stuff. They're spreading the oil from their butt onto their feathers.
That is so
wild. Yeah.
I would have never thought.
No.
The way that they get the oils in
their
their feathers is by pecking a pimple up their butthole.
Yeah, I was like, because you assume like it just, the oil is where it is.
Yeah.
Or if it's not in your hair, you gotta add a product to it. Could you imagine if you had to like take your face and like peck at your butt and then like rub your face all over yourself?
That would be crazy.
That would be wild behavior to see in public. And it's also discreet, like it's underneath their feathers, so they just like open up their feathers and you're like, oh my god,
that is so. Yeah. I'm surprised that's not more known. Like, how did
I owned chickens for like several months. Like they were full grown.
Wow.
By the time that we saw that, and we only saw it because they were butt end toward us. Like, because I hold my chickens, like, they get like mites sometimes, so you have to check their feathers every now and again. Like I've helped them like with the pin feathers. Never noticed it until one day they just happened to be, you know, south side facing me, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Like,
do you need the hospital? Because I feel like you need the hospital.
I feel like everybody seeing this is not gonna Google
chicken butt pimple,
including myself, and I'm like intrigued by what the heck this is.
I need to know more, but yeah.
That is so cool.
It's a thing.
Cool but weird.
I don't know. I assume, like, I see a lot of birds like do it, so I assume most birds have like that, because, you know,
they don't have any other way to have.
Yeah, get the oil on their feathers, especially like the swimming birds. I assume that's how they do it, but I don't really know. I know 100% chickens have a butt pimple, but I'm not so sure about the other ones.
That is so funny.
Yeah. So all of these feathers have been oiled by a butt. So just to...
I love that.
Yeah,
it's very
definitely wash your hands afterwards. But... yeah.
I've probably been touching my face too. That's great.
It's a lot of them. I clean them all before.
Oh, okay.
Because also,
how do you clean it without it?
So some of them, it kind of depends on like where I get the feather. If I get, like, unfortunately, birds get hit by cars.
Yeah.
So if I get it from a bird that's been hit by a car, then I know what killed it. sometimes there's just random dead birds at the park. It's kind of weird. I know, it's a weird hobby. But so sometimes they're randomly dead and I don't know what caused it. So I'll clean those with like I just spray it with like some sort of alcohol and just kind of let it sit.
Okay.
Other times, like if I find them on the ground and I'm not super, like I know like that bird is in the area all the time and it just randomly dropped it, sometimes I'll just rinse them off with water. But they've all been cleaned in some form. But I touch them all the time.
Yeah.
Like I'm picking up feathers every day and I've never,
Yeah.
people are like, you're gonna get the bird flu. And I'm like, honestly, I think I'm immune to it now. Like, I just
the bird flu is scared of you.
Yes, yeah. The bird flu is afraid of me. No, but I've never been sick, got sick. And also, like, you know, like, if I find a mysteriously dead bird, then I'm, like, cautious about it. And I get gloves and I clean it with alcohol. And the other thing is also, like, a lot of stuff, it doesn't live forever. So, like, you know, if, like, sometimes if I'm worried about it, like, I'll just leave it in the sun for a while. And it will bake anything off of it.
That's true. The sun cleanses.
Yeah. UV cleansed. Oh, this is an interesting one I found the other day. I have no idea what kind of bird it's from. It's like ombre.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love the clicky sounds from the... Wait, what do you call this? A spine of a feather? What is that? How do you say it?
I believe you call that part like the quill of it. I actually don't know. It's kind of like crazy, like how many birds are out there.
Yeah.
And how many different feathers. So I have
Cockatiel.
so like how I like try to figure them out is like usually like I either already know like what kind of birds are in the area, so I kind of like okay, color, size, that kind of stuff, or I use the Merlin ID app to kind of get a gist of a bird. But I found this one app because I was like trying to find something to better identify them, and I found this one app randomly one day. Did I get rid of it? Oh no, there it is. Okay, it's called, what is it even called? Feather Gallery. And so I thought it was really cool. So if you read the about section about this app, I don't know if you, good. Okay. So it's this like really like crummy like app. It's not super fancy. And it's just, if you go to the about section, it's just this feather collection that this couple, it was donated. I don't know if they died or... since their childhood, Aggie and Phil have been fascinated by the filigree beauty of feathers and started collecting them early on. Their collection of feathers has been digitized and enriched with watercolors of various bird species drawn by Aggie. So they had this huge feather collection and painting collection, and they just decided to donate it, or it was donated after they passed. So they have like this huge collection of all of these birds.
Dang.
And for them, like, they have, like, every type of feather. So they have a painting to go with it, and then they have, like, all of these feathers.
Wow. That's so cool.
And it's, like, all of these types of birds.
It's like a whole encyclopedia.
Yeah, and there's, like different types of feathers. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah.
And the paintings are really pretty.
Yeah, and it's not, like, the most, like, user-friendly app, but it's just, like, sometimes I can use it to try to, like, figure out what type of feather it is, but it's so random. Like, it just is like, I assume they're a couple. It doesn't even have like too much information about them, but it has like a painting of them and a bunch of their feathers. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
And
so you use that as a reference sometimes?
Yeah, so sometimes like if I can kind of like get the gist, like one of the species of birds that I have a lot of feathers from is terns, and so it's like kind of hard to tell like what tern is what, and so some of them I have like a pretty good idea, but it's not like I didn't personally introduce myself to the bird, so I don't know. Somewhere in here I have a Caspian tern. Another one that kind of looks like these, the black and white. Oh well. Oh, here it is. Okay. So like I have these two, and so like I know it's a tern because where I work was having terns, and so I couldn't tell what kind, and so you can kind of see like the white pattern is different than the white pattern on this one.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So it's good for like if I know like the general idea, or if I have a good guess of what the bird is, I can look at the feather app and like see for sure.
I like how this one's like the dark brown is like a border around the white.
Yeah,
That's so
yeah.
pretty.
You can take it out.
Because at first I was like, is it striped? No, it's just the
Yeah, it's
spine
pretty.
and then
It's
the
pretty
white.
neat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's like I don't even know how it would grow like that, because if you see like each little strand is like half black and white.
Right, that is
It's
so interesting.
pretty weird.
At like a particular point in growth, it'll like turn to
So
white.
white, yeah. Like halfway through the growth of it is really strange. It's just like, back to like the God thing, like it's just so much effort for a feather.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I can't imagine down to a cellular level. Like,
Oh my
what
gosh.
it
I know. I
takes
can't
to-
even comprehend a feather, much less like a cell. Like when you
much
really
less
like
DNA and
DNA
genetics
and atoms.
Yeah.
And, as detailed as you want to get about it, it's like that makes no sense to me. But I'm glad he did it anyways.
the peacock.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
That's so cool. Pelican. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Pelicans freak me out because
Where's the
I
pelican?
think that's.
Oh, this is a pekin.
Oh, I thought.
This
okay.
is a duck. I don't think I have any pelican feathers. My
Okay.
aunt has pelican feathers. This is pekin. This is a white duck.
Oh.
So I don't know if you saw. I had a duck for like 2 weeks.
You did?
Yeah. So I had a duck. So PSA: don't feed ducks bread. It's not good for them.
Yeah, I've heard that. Like.
And so I work at a public park in the city. So
Yeah.
people
Do that.
do that
Yeah.
a lot, and you try to we can't enforce it as like a rule, but we can try to like be like, hey, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Ooh, the cat is in on the ASMR.
Nico's scratching the scratch thing.
Oh yeah, he's like, I'll give you some ASMR, ladies. Actually, I could listen to that and just
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, don't stop. I was into it.
Nico.
He's shy. I made him shy.
He's like, I heard my name.
That should be your next ASMR video. It's just like cats scratching.
Somebody did ask, like,
Oh, yeah.
requested for me to show the cats because they heard meowing. I'm like, okay. It'd probably be Nico because the others are too skittish, but I could get him doing his wonky meow.
Yeah.
Or
The cigarette
purring.
cough.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
gosh.
sounds like an old man
Yeah,
with
he
a
does.
cigarette cough.
Is he old?
He is. He's like
Ah.
13 years old, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man of the hour. What I was talking about.
He might try to jump up. If he does.
I love the feathers. I don't remember. Oh, the duck.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're feeding them
Feeding
bread.
them bread.
Yeah.
Don't feed them bread. It's not good for them. And they get too fat. So there's a condition that doves can get called angel wing, and it's where they get too fat to fly,
Oh no.
and so they can't exercise. So they keep getting fat,
Oh.
and then they keep getting more mobile, and
then they die.
well, they can get from there they can get sicknesses. So there was a duck that had angel wing, and we were like, hey, you guys have got to stop feeding it. But they're like, look, it just sits right there. It doesn't walk away from me, so it must want the food. I'm like, that thing is too fat to walk away.
Yeah.
It was such a huge bird. I wish I had like a picture of it.
Oh.
He was so fat. It was like a duck, but it was like the size of a turkey. And it had these like little pathetic little duck legs.
Oh,
It was
poor
just
thing.
so fat and so gluttonous. And then it couldn't fly anywhere, so people would come up with it to food, and it wouldn't fly away, so it would just keep eating more food. And so I got to a point where, this was last winter, where it was so fat that it was down by the water, and it literally couldn't get itself away from the water, and it was just so cold, because it couldn't get itself dry.
Aw.
So I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing, it's just so pathetic. So I took it back to my house in an attempt to kind of like clean it up, dry it off, and put it on a diet. But unfortunately, when I took it home, I realized that it had, and I went to clean it up. It was so bad. it had grown algae because it sits on its like chest like this, and it had grown like algae underneath itself, and it was all like green and matted and gross because it couldn't even clean itself. It was so fat. But I think, I don't know, I'm not a vet, but I think that in turn led to a respiratory infection because it kind of had like a like a wheezing thing. So it lived with me for like 2 weeks, and I have like videos of it bathing in my bathtub. It's really funny. And like me blow drying it. It loved being blow dried. So unfortunately, so then once I got it to a certain point, I gave it to a friend of mine who has ducks and who has property for ducks because I do not have the room for a permanent resident. So I was living with them, and it lived for like a few weeks, but it ended up dying because of the respiratory problems. But he at least was warm through the winter. But
You're so nice. You have such a kind heart to save the bird. And
I could try. I could try. With what I know, I can do. Yeah. If I know, I can do it. But sometimes, you know. Yeah. I was not gonna spend $1 million on a vet bill for a duck. No. So I was like, I can give you one bath.
Yeah. So no feeding bread.
Don't feed them bread, because then they get too fat.
Or French fries. I've also seen at Shake Shack people feeding ducks French fries.
People will feed them. Honestly, like, you really shouldn't feed them at all because anything
or human food, yeah,
or just at all, like even regular food, because then they become dependent on you. So that's where you get problematic animals, because they're dependent. Like, you know, like they say, like a fed bear is a dead bear, because, you know, if you feed a bear, the bear is expecting you to get fed. And if it's not getting fed by you, it's going to be ticked off. And that's where you get aggressive bears. Or like alligators. Typically, normal alligator behavior is for it to move away from your boat. But if it's constantly being fed by boats, it's going to come to your boat.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. And then also, like, you know, they need to survival of the fittest, or, you know, natural selection. Yeah. They need to, the weakest ones, you know, they need to be able to feed for themselves, pass on strong DNA, that kind of stuff.
That makes sense.
So like human intervention isn't evil. Like, you know, like I took the duck home, that kind of stuff. But when you're like feeding them, a lot of people like have the attitude that they're the ones saving the animal, but they're really causing more problems. But people will feed them anything. Yeah. People will feed them. I see them like, we'll have like fresh ducklings, and people will be trying to feed them goldfish. And I'm like, did the kid not eat goldfish?
Oh my goodness.
It's a day old.
Aren't they gonna like choke on it or?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's so silly.
And like the thing needs to be like paddling through the mud and eating worms, not goldfish.
Little tiny, yeah.
Yeah. But people get really offended when you try to tell them that, especially when they have the savior attitude of like, if I'm not feeding this duck, who's gonna feed it?
It's an animal. It's like.
And if you try to tell people that, they get very offended and they take it very personally. So I just try to educate. Yeah. And also, we don't have the grounds to enforce it as a rule.
You can only do so much.
Yeah. The other thing is that, like, so the weird thing about my job is there's a lot of regulars. And I'm, like, people who are there every day. And they'll be there for hours.
Dang.
Retirees. They'll just be there every day without fail for hours, and so they know every duck by heart.
So that's like
that is their duck. And so, like, the truth of the matter is, Pekins are a domestic duck. The ones that we have, those are like the white cute ducks that you see online. Okay. Those ducks are pets, and all of the Pekins that we have at work have been pets that have been abandoned. Oh. And they really should be relocated. They should be taken up by the pound, and they need to like go back into the pet system. Oh. So we have those ducks, and then we also have those Muscovies I was talking about earlier. These guys, and these are invasive. These are an invasive species, and they take over territory from, you know, migrating mallards and stuff. And so we introduced those species. So technically, we need to be the ones to remove them, which means. Oh. And I like birds and that kind of stuff, but it's an invasive species. That's how you get rid of invasive species. I mean, if somebody wants to adopt all of these really messy and gross Muscovies, then they're more than welcome to.
You said that was the one with the red...
The red face, and they have the most disgusting poops, and they're very aggressive.
I was gonna say they do seem aggressive too.
Yeah, and they're an invasive species. But and like I think they're cute. Like when they have their babies, I'm not going around stepping on babies,
right?
Or like squashing their nests or anything.
Yeah.
But if you were to look at it from like a true
ecological standpoint,
they're an invasive species. We need to have them removed. Oh my gosh, there would be riots at City Hall.
If people knew.
Oh my gosh. And the other thing is that like people feed them these bad things, and so they poop a lot, and they poop everywhere. People will feed them on the sidewalk, so they poop on the sidewalk.
And so are you having to like clean that
daily? Oh my gosh, if I could tell you about like how like psycho I feel at work sometimes, because so like you're like, hey, feeding these birds disrupts their natural behavior. Also, you're promoting the survival of an invasive species, so don't feed them. I'm gonna feed the ducks. I'm gonna feed them. I have to feed them. Somebody has to feed them. Okay, well, if you choose to do that, maybe invest in like feeding them cracked corn or bird seed because it's better for their digestive systems. Well, I'm not buying this for a stray bird. I'm gonna feed it bread. Okay, well, now it has bowel problems, and this thing is exploding everywhere because it literally is so gross. Duck poop is so gross. And so now it has bowel problems, so it's going to poop everywhere, and it's going to poop super gross. So then you try to reason with them, and you're like, okay. And then they come to you, and they're like, there's bird poop everywhere. This whole place is covered with bird poop.
So I guess I told you.
I know. So you're like, okay, I hear you. Let's not feed them on the sidewalk. Let's feed them closer to the shoreline. They will hang out where they get fed. If you feed them on the parts that have shoreline, they will hang out by the shoreline and wait for you, I promise. If you feed them over here in the parking lot, they're going to wait for you in the parking lot. And also, the parking lot is a dangerous place for them to be. They're getting hit all the time. And then also, there's just sidewalk there. That's where you are, you know? So they're going to poop there. So why don't you feed them on the shoreline where they'll poop on the shoreline?
Yeah.
No, I don't. You expect me to walk down in the grass and do that? I'm gonna feed them right here. And it's just like,
it's like you're giving them a solution to their problem, and they're just so.
Oh yeah, and honestly, like, dude, I could just kill this duck for you. It's an amazing. But you can't do that. Oh my gosh, that Pekin that I took home, because so we have people who feed it daily, and we have several people that feed it daily. And that Pekin was a boy duck, because I knew that because boy ducks have a curly tail that spins backwards. It was a boy duck. Its name was Betty White.
They named it
Betty White, and I had told them it was a boy, and I'm like the boy one, and they're like, no, that one's Betty White, and I was like, oh my bad, I'm not even gonna try. So I mistakenly called it a boy one time. And they're like, no, that's Betty White. And I was like, my bad, I'm so sorry. And so, Betty White was not doing well. And they were like, you have to call the vet. There's something wrong with it. I'm like, the vet is not coming for this dog. And I'm like, unfortunately, people don't really like think too in depth about it. I'm like, this is a duck that shouldn't be here, that was abandoned by somebody else, and it is going to cost money for it to get help. Nobody's paying that bill.
Yeah.
Like, someone has to feed it, someone has to clean it, someone has to give it the medicine. And the pound will do a lot of stuff for animals that they think they can sell. They're not going to do very much for an animal that's going to cost. No one's buying a duck. No one's buying a duck for the pound.
Yeah.
And they were complaining about it, and they're like, it's down by the shore, and it's shivering, and it's cold, and it's wet. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I took it home. I'm like, I'm tired of listening to y'all. Y'all are the one who put it in that situation because you wouldn't stop feeding it. Fine. I'll take it home. I'll clean it. They were so livid. They're like, where's Betty White? We haven't seen Betty White in days. I'm like, I would show them the videos of Betty White splashing around in my tub, and they're like, it's a duck. It's not meant to be in a bathtub.
Pretty much nothing you do or say will please them.
Oh my gosh, no. They just love to be mad. And oh my gosh, I made the mistake. So our patrons, so we call, like, if you work at a store, you call people customers. They like us to call them patrons. I don't know why. So our patrons, like, have gossip groups. And so I told one lady, and who I'm pretty close, like, not close with, but, like, I see her, several times a week. She knows a little bit more about me. I know a little bit more about her. And I told her about the duck, and she's like, oh no, what happened to the duck? And I was like, oh, yeah, like, I was living with a friend of mine, and it had a respiratory problem, so it ended up passing away, you know, they buried it, whatever.
I can only imagine.
So she was like, oh, okay, that happens. But she told somebody else, the
like,
people who named it Betty White, and she told them, and they were so mad at
like,
me.
Bird killer.
Yeah, they were like, burn her. I don't really know. But they were like, so they didn't say it to me, but they, you know, through the grapevine, Betty told Sherry, and Sherry told, you know, all this stuff. But these people told the lady that I knew, they're like, oh, they're so upset that you took it home. They you know, it was living while it's here, and then you take it home, and all of a sudden it dies. And I took, actually, what I did specifically for that bird is one of the patrons, called animal control, and animal control picked it up. And I was like, oh, they're just going to euthanize that bird. Like, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They'll put it out of its misery. But I was like, dealing with the chickens, I felt like I had a little bit more skill for, like, to be able to take care of it. And I really felt like it really just needed to be on a diet. But I knew it was going to get euthanized. So I called the pound, and I was like, don't euthanize that bird. I'll come pick it up.
Aww.
So I go to pick it up, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, it's already in our system. You have to adopt it. It was only $5. I paid $5 for the duck and adopted it from the pound for $5.
Kept it from being euthanized. To give it a chance. Took it home, and I had to buy duck feed because I don't have duck feed. I have chicken feed, and I didn't know what could be used. I got duck feed. And this lady is all up my case. I'm like, I had to drive. Then you called the pound on it, so then I had to go get it and not get it from being euthanized. Paid $5 for this duck to not get euthanized, and then took it home, and then I had to buy feed for it, and then I had to drive to the pound. I'd get it. It takes a minute to adopt the dog. They don't let you just do that. You have to sit there and sign paperwork. And then I had to drive home, and also it was so fat it couldn't swim. And it couldn't walk and stuff, so I had to pick this duck up. I took it to a pond by my house so it could swim. And she was so mad at me. I'm like, oh my gosh, get over yourself. Yeah, all the sacrifice, and then she's just like, you murdered it.
I was like, I was like, yes, I did. Ha, what do you do? Whatever.
That's so crazy. I didn't realize that there were just regulars that go there and kind of feel like they possess the birds, but then aren't listening to what they should and shouldn't be doing.
I tried to tell this one lady. So we tried to get people not to feed on the sidewalk because they poop on the sidewalk. We have dogs. It's a dog walking park, and we have children there. Also, like, you know, a while ago there was bird flu concerns. It's passed through their poop and stuff, so it's a health concern. So we're trying to get people to not feed them on the sidewalk. And there was one day I was working down on the docks, and this lady didn't see me, but I came up the docks, and a few days beforehand, I watched a duck get ran over, and it was so sad. And this guy didn't care at all. He just drove off, and it was in the parking lot.
That's so sad.
And so I told all of our regulars, I'm like, hey, like, we really need to stop feeding them here. 1, it's gross, it's disgusting. 2, it's not safe for the birds. They keep getting hit in this parking lot.
Yeah.
They're waiting for you guys, and they're like, oh, well, we feed them down by the shore. And I'm like, it's such a small area, this one area. And I'm like, there's like 100 birds here. Like, they can't all fit down by the shore. They hang out in the parking lot when you're not here. I swear, if you guys break them and feed them on the north side, they'll move to the north side. They'll move to where the food is.
Yeah.
They just don't know that they're not going to get fed over here yet. And so, you know, a lot of the patrons were, like, on board with it, but it was hard to, like, get everyone on board with it. And so there's one day where I come up and I see this lady feeding on the sidewalk, but by the parking lot. I wasn't even going to talk about the sidewalk. I was just going to try to tell her, like, hey, you know, we're trying to discourage the animals from getting fed over here. We're trying to feed them over here. 1, you shouldn't be feeding them. I wasn't even picking a fight with her about that. And as soon as I go to talk to her, she's like, I know I'm not supposed to be feeding on the sidewalk, but there's poop everywhere anyways. And I was like, whoa, you're up here. Let's come down here. And she was so feisty about it. And she's like, is it a city ordinance? I'm like, no, it's not a city ordinance that you can't feed the ducks here. I'm just saying that we're trying to do something here, and if you could help us, that'd be awesome, but I can't enforce it. And I was telling her that I'm not telling her that she can't feed the ducks, and she's like, you're not allowed to tell me that I can't feed the ducks. And I'm like, that's not what I'm saying.
You're like, I'm just trying to save the ducks. I'm witnessing them being murdered by cars.
And the other thing is like, truthfully, like, I don't care that, like, from the bigger picture, the birds are like shouldn't even be there because they're invasive species, all this stuff, big picture. But like I know that these people are retirees with not a lot to do, and they love just coming to the park and feeding the birds. These are your birds. I don't care about these birds. They shouldn't even be here. Help your birds and go over there.
Help your birds survive and stop being hit by cars. Yeah.
But
they're too funny.
Sometimes I think people, more than their birds, just like to be mad. And
yeah,
being mad at a park ranger is the best that they can get, so whatever.
They just take it out on you.
Yeah, so I don't take it personally. I really don't take it personally. I almost like, whatever, they got it out of their system for the day.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I see them all day. Like, I see them for like hours a day, every day. And so some days they're super friendly. And like, because like the next day I see them, they'll be like super friendly and stuff. And so I kind of just see them like, oh, they just had to be mad at somebody, you know? And I'm like, at least it was me, like, you know?
Aw, you're so gracious.
Sometimes they're gracious. Other ladies, I have another lady that I'm like in like an active feud with. So I'm not gracious with everybody, just some of them. Don't worry, I'm a jerk. But yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah, that must be very testing and
it's just so weird. It's just such a weird job.
Yeah.
But I think it fits with me. I think the strangeness is very compatible.
I love that. I love that you were able to get that job. And
yeah, it's been interesting.
Yeah.
I love all of like I love like your ASMR stuff. Like I like it's like I don't know. It's so nice because I feel like so often people get stuck in like the I have to work this retail job because I have to have a job. And it's so nice whenever it's like somebody's able to like branch out into something that's a little bit more them. And
I've never known the idea of like doing something I enjoy and can like make money. Not that I'm making a ton, but like being able to do that in any sense is like mind blowing to me because I've never experienced that.
And I feel like it's like I'm really happy for, you know, Lindsay and her being able to do the graphic design. That's like, you know, like a lot of people don't get that opportunity to like be in it. So like I'm in the place that she like is very understanding of her faith and all that stuff, and like that's really cool. And like for you and like being able to do the ASMR, like I'm so stoked for you, and that you don't have to do like the soul sucking job.
Yeah, because I have done retail in the past and like food industry stuff where people will test and try, and those are very good for growth, but like to stay there long term is like so tough.
I feel like everyone, like, just as like a perspective thing, like should go through some sort of job like that, like so that way they're like
then they're grateful when the good thing comes along.
And they're also like understanding of like the people who are there who are like that's a soul sucking job for them. That's not a job that they want to be doing. Right. But it's also like, I don't know, it's so awesome when someone doesn't have to work a soul sucking job, you know? Yeah. So I love seeing like all your like ASMR and all the success that you get with it.
Thanks, girl.
And it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that she doesn't have to work a soul-sucking job. That's awesome.
know, it is. I'm so grateful. Every morning I'm like in prayer, like, thank you, Lord. Like, because I cool. prayed for years for not having a miserable job. So I give all credit to God because it's so random how I wasn't even trying to make it a thing. It was like something for fun. Like that was so random, popped in my head, and then within a month it took off. So.
I feel like...
Are these all the barred owl or are they osprey? I don't know if I'm mixing.
I think they're barred owl. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out later. Every now and then I have to go through and sort through them because they get mixed up. But like that's what like my mom, for those of you who are following along with the Cochrane series, we'll call it. I was telling her about like her thing. I'm like, honestly, like people, I feel like on YouTube there's so much like manufactured content, you know? And so like I feel like when viewers run into people who are like just, you know,
being themselves.
Just being themselves and doing, because that's what old YouTube was. Because nobody, like old YouTube, no one knew that anybody was gonna make any money off of YouTube.
Right. So.
And so people were just making whatever and putting it online, and that's how a lot of people blew up. And so I feel like a lot of people, like, because they didn't even know that they were gonna. So I feel like when you run across like genuine content, when you're just doing whatever, you end up finding people like there's like, I feel like there is like a little bit of a void on YouTube of like people just wanting creators that are just making stuff just because they want to, and not because they're like trying to hit certain analytics or, you know, hit a certain demographic. It's just like, no, I just like tapping on things and talking and doing role play and you know, people found your videos and they like it. I
know, it's crazy. So, it is so fun.
I'm so glad that like you and my mom were able to do a video. And
I'm hoping she can do it more. I know she's so creative, and I hope she can find more avenues to like get all her creative juices flowing.
Yeah. And so
I'm gonna link her video below, hers and also the video of us talking, me and her mom talking.
Yes. Yeah. Get the authentic YouTube train going again.
Yes. Has she had any more? I haven't really reached out since.
Any more
like ideas of? Or I don't know. She's talking about.
She actually got like a good bump from like her doing the boxing video, and like she actually had a lot of people who were like enjoying that kind of content. You can just throw them in there.
Okay.
So she's thinking about, because she loves doing the box design.
Yeah.
So she's thinking about like following that a little bit more. So
she's so creative with that.
I know. So like I don't even like, it's like, to me it's just a cardboard box, but to her it's like this blank canvas of opportunity.
I love that.
Yeah. So I didn't drop any dirt on my mom.
Oh yeah.
I didn't, like, what's my mom's weirdest hobby?
I mean, you don't have to. It was just a thought. It would be funny, because does she have any? Well, because it's harder for like to find through on a mom, because a mom sees you in all your phases of life, but like,
oh my gosh,
you don't know like the phase that your mom went through, you know, because she talked about your grandfather's phase.
Actually,
but
I have seen some. Okay, so my mom, we were talking about this earlier about like Halloween and stuff, and like, you know, views on it as a Christian. But my mom didn't grow up as a Christian, so she was like, all like, Halloween was never like a controversy, I guess you could say. So she grew, like, she didn't do any like scary or scandalous costumes, but her mom was real big into making her costumes. And so my mom has some really funny Halloween costumes. There's I wish I had pictures, but there's like, my mom did like Man in Black one year, and so like there's like a picture of her with like a slick back bun and like the black sunglasses and a suit with a buddy of hers.
Oh my gosh.
She did like,
that's funny.
She did like she would do like
how old was she when is she like
that one? She was like a teenager. So she was like full grown. But there's like ones of her as like a kid, and like these like, my grandma can sew, so she does like these like really like goofy looking like clown, like not like clown but kind of like a circus like circus outfit. It's really funny.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but my mom is really into Halloween costumes. And really into making. So I had some pretty baller Halloween costumes growing up. I think
that's cool.
I'll have to show one just to.
Oh yeah, I feel like there was a costume I feel like you showed one time of you. I forget what it was.
I was toothless one year. That was pretty.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes. Although this is more like goofy. I looked kind of goofy, but my mom made all these costumes. There's somewhere in here.
She just has that like creative passion for like making things. I feel like.
I feel like her and I have the same delusion of like, I can do that. So like, I wouldn't even say it like a creative passion. I think it's just straight delusion. I'm like, I can. Like, I feel like when I talk with people about stuff and they're like, oh, I'm thinking about trying this. I'm like, just try it. Like, I feel like.
Cause y'all go for it.
I think there's, in a good way and a bad way, sometimes there's like the intimidation or the fear. I think maybe her and I lack it a little bit.
Oh, the fear of failing. You're like, I'm not gonna fail.
Whatever, fine. This is the fat duck.
Oh my gosh.
That was the last one. That was a huge duck.
That is a huge.
And you can kind of see a little bit of like the algae that was growing on it. But that was the duck. I wish if I can find it quickly. I think it's towards like the beginning. Oh, here we go. So my mom did How to Train Your Dragon one year.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. This is me and my cousins. Aww. She made all of those costumes.
The like poodle skirt.
Yeah, this is like, it was like a was like kind of popular that year to be like a diner like lady. Yep. So I wish I had ones of my mom because those would be really good. But maybe I can get you. Maybe I can get my mom to send me a picture and I can send it to you and you can put like an insert of like her
picture here. If she lets us.
If I can get it. If I can get my specifically the one that's sitting on my mind is the Men in Black. Yeah.
That would be good.
But otherwise, my mom grew up in the 90s, so she had all like she held all the like in 90s fashion. So she didn't have the weird grandpa chic phase. No, okay. She didn't have to go through that. But yeah.
That's too funny. I know you said you like didn't know what you had to have gotten it from something, but you're not sure what. Cause I feel like there were things like I would see in movies and then I would try to emulate that. But it's so funny like where that came from. The whole grandpa thing came from.
It's so like it actually was like a lot of things that I've been into. People were like, "Oh, that's weird." I'm like, "I don't think so." That was weird. That was weird.
In hindsight, you're like,
I have no idea. I have a very supportive family, and sometimes I wish they would have bullied me a little bit harder. I wish I could find. This is all high school, so it should be in here. I have to find one for the people.
But I feel like there's something healthy about your family is that they are supportive, which gave you the confidence to like go through life.
Yeah, every family has their moments, but I feel like mine works very hard to try to grow from their shortcomings. So I do really appreciate that, and I'm very blessed because even where they do fall short, they try to grow from it. And yes, they've always been, yeah, sure, try, go ahead, do whatever.
I love that.
And sometimes I wish they had not been so.
Are you trying to find a picture?
I'm trying to find a picture of the grandpa chic fur. I had recently discovered thrifting, and I've always been very cheap, and so I was like, oh, that is all for me.
Yeah, I think I discovered thrifting like right before going to high school.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can get all these clothes for like barely any money. Great.
Super.
Although nowadays thrifting is a lot more expensive.
Yeah, and also like not nice stuff. Like,
yeah.
Somewhere in here, like I have a specific. I didn't take a lot of pictures, and I broke my phone at some point, and I lost a lot of pictures from high school. But I know there's one picture of me and a friend of mine from high school standing next to a tractor that was at work at school for some reason. I know it's in here. I've seen it before, and I've seen it like pop up. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was such a bad shirt. But it was one of my favorite ones. That's why I'm remembering it.
Was it like your mom said you had it like tucked in a certain way?
Yes, I had it tucked in the front. This was a yellow collared shirt with red pineapples on it. And I was like...
Oh, I can't even picture that.
Yes, it was like little... I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the picture. We'll give it a few more scrolls and then I'll have to call it quits. But I know it's in here somewhere.
Did any of y'all have any awkward phases that you went through?
Yeah, for real. I airing all my laundry. Like, I want to know, like, what other... I'm not even sure how the grandpa chic thing came named, but, like, I want to know, like, I don't know. Did other people have, like, styles that they named for themselves? I don't know.
I feel like so I mentioned in the video with your mom, like, I thought my style was great, but my sister would say it looked like grandma. So mine was grandma chic.
Yeah. Yes, I remember. So what is grandma chic?
I don't know. Okay, because I have I would get like tops, I guess, that were knitted that I thought were cute, or like, also because I was always like trying to be modest, but like maybe too much to the point that I just looked like like a grandma.
Pile of clothes.
Yeah. Or like...
Who's like, is Ray in under all that? Is she in there?
I feel like what was worse was my hair. Because in middle school, got bullied for having a giant forehead. And so I would try to make up for that by like having... Which my hair is thin. And so I would like force my... First of all, I cut it myself. and it looked horrible. And I looked like a shaggy dog, is the way I explain it.
Oh.
And I would like force my bangs over my forehead in a way that it would like cover the majority of my forehead, and I would because the only way to get it to stay was like hairspray, like a ton of hairspray in my hair, to the point that it was like rock hard. Like, it was not good.
I feel like everyone had a hairspray period. Although my mom did me dirty. Did you ever? I can't find it. If I find it later, I'll send it to you. Just envision yellow collared shirt with red pineapples. Tucked into the front of my shirt. And I was like, and also like I think the picture, like I'm like posing because I like think I look good. Anyways.
I want to like draw a sketch of that. That'd be funny.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny. My mom had bumpets.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh,
those
my mom.
were...
Because you had to
in
like
your hair.
Yes, and the crunchy hairspray. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I've never. No offense to anyone who rocks a bumpet now, because I know it's like kind of coming back.
Is
so
it?
no. Yes.
Oh.
I was literally yesterday. I was talking to. I was at a park, and I was talking to a lady who had a bumpet in her hair, and I was like that, and she was a grown woman, and I was like, that's a. I mean, she didn't look bad. Like she had like nice blonde hair, and it was nicely curled with the bumpet, and I was like. Like I don't know. I don't get it. And I looked so. And I have a larger head too. Like you can land a plane on this sucker.
No, you have a normal, proportionately good size head.
Anyways, what it didn't need was to be peeled back and accentuated. With
the whole like
because it had
bump thing.
Yes, because it like it came back because like some people wear it in the back, which I think looks a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
in the front.
So it was like this like lump on the front of my head.
Which like it extends your forehead even more. Yeah. I was like, absolutely not, do not let me get anywhere near something like that. I was always just like, cover it. And then I would have also like concealer that was like, made me look like a raccoon because I did not know how to like do makeup or blend things. It was just like bad on top of bad.
Oh gosh.
But I feel like all of us in middle school didn't know what we were doing, so
yeah.
that's fine.
My thing when I was in middle school, like I was like, so I'm the son my dad never had, so like I was like full into like neon shorts and like baggy t-shirts, and it was just, you think you can dress however you want, but I was like, oh my gosh, I like look back and I'm like, oh, whose son was that? That was you, Erin. Ooh, really? Really? Someone put a skirt in that thing. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, it's comfy though. Yeah. I feel like I was like senior year of high school. I feel like I was wearing just t-shirts and like baggy athletic guy shorts because it was just the most comfortable thing, and I was like low-key depressed, but like I just didn't care what it looked like. And it was so funny because at the end of the year we had like a spirit week where we all did just different themes each day, and there was one day where it's like gender swap, and so like all the girls were dressing like guys, and then I realized, I was like, wait, this is how I've been dressing all year. And I felt embarrassed, but whatever, nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody even remembers nowadays.
It's just so funny how we have like different what's societally right and whatever.
Clothes and all this
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So, and it's always changing too.
It is.
Yeah.
It's so weird how things come back, and I'm like, it's so weird how like the younger generation is dressing like they were in the 90s, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, or,
like the baggy jeans.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude, when the like, I'm telling you, when the 20 teens come back, like I'm giving up, because like I remember being in the 20 teens and hating the way people were dressing, like the skinny
oh
pants.
Yeah,
like, and I mean like skinny and like the boots, and I was wearing them too, but I didn't like it.
It was so uncomfortable.
And the you remember those like big scarves?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Especially here. Why were we in? It was so hot. Like, why were we doing that to ourselves? I remember, being so uncomfortable all day, and then just like stripping when I go home, because I'm like and
the galaxy print.
Yes, what was with that?
I don't know. And the mustaches and it's like I'm seeing like it coming back, and I'm like,
oh no.
Like the 90s, like I kind of get, like even the people who grew up in the 90s like the style of the 90s. I feel like even in the 2000s, like it was like a joke to be wearing galaxy print, you know? Like, and I'm like, I don't even feel like, why are you even, like, I don't even think we even liked it. Like, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Styles weird.
Yeah. Did you have any crazy kid styles? Like when you were a kid? Like, did your mom dress you crazy?
I feel like I don't think so. I mean, I don't know that I also got a lot of hand-me-downs because I was the youngest of my sisters. But I don't think I was in anything weird. Probably later tonight I'll be like, oh wait, that was actually weird. But it seemed pretty normal, I think. I don't know. It was mainly just when I started, like, becoming a teenager and being able to dress myself.
Free
things
will
got
is
questionable.
crazy, man.
Yes.
You can do a lot of damage.
Yes. Oh my God.
You can do a lot of damage in the Salvation Army.
Or a Goodwill. Yeah. There was, like, a Goodwill near where we lived that I would go to all the time. When I first discovered it, I was like, what? You can get all these outfits for this price?
Yeah.
And then it all went downhill from there.
Oh yeah, there's a reason why these people gave away these clothes.
Yeah, for real.
I say that, but even now, most like everything I wear is thrifted. Actually, I think
No, me too. I feel this is literally from Goodwill because
that's actually a pretty nice find for Goodwill. I feel like it's so rare to find a good one. Nowadays.
It is. I hadn't been there in ages, but recently, like months ago, when I had a job for like with kiddos, I was trying to find easy shirts that I didn't look like a slob in,
a little bit.
But I could move a lot. Anyways, and the kids liked this because they were like pointing at all the different butterflies and be like, oh, what's that? What's that? I'm like, I don't know what they are, but thanks. But it is hard because I feel like it also is weirdly expensive too now, and I'm like,
it's like I get the $10 shirt. I can buy a $10 shirt at Target.
Yeah.
Like what?
What's happening? But I feel like I'm at a point in my life where like if I never got any new clothes, I'd be totally fine. Like I don't care at this point.
I feel a little bit bad because I wouldn't mind dressing nicer, but it's just like it's expensive. Like, it's expensive. Like because like especially like working with the kiddos and stuff. Like my kids come in like straight sweatpants and like straight pajamas. Like I mean like actually like fluffy pajamas. To church.
Really?
Yeah, which I'm glad they're there, so I don't care. but like I usually just wear like jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah. And
I was like, I feel like with like the kids, like you have to like set the bar higher and they'll meet you like halfway. And so I was feeling like a little like, okay, like I should like wear like a nicer shirt and stuff. And I'm like, then I have to go out and buy nicer shirts.
Right.
Like if I just had nice shirts, like I would wear them. I got no problem dressing nice, but I'm like spending money on a nice shirt. My t-shirt's fine.
Yeah. No, I feel the same. I feel like there's not a need to, like, my closet is plenty of clothes, and I'm like, even if it's not fancy, it's clothes. That's what matters. Like, my body's covered.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like I used to, like, growing, like, through the different phases in teenage and early adulthood, I was, like, insecure. Like, I need to have XYZ wardrobe to be cool, but, like, no.
Dude, if it was up to me, I would wear, like, comfy pair of jeans and a comfy shirt every day. But like there's you should be presenting yourself nice, and I'm still a single gal.
I love how we were the only two. We went to our friend's bridal shower, and
I was like, oh my gosh, thank God, I'm not the only one.
I don't know why I wasn't. I was like, maybe people dress up, but
I'm like, we're gonna be doing games. I'm gonna be running around. I'm gonna be sweating.
Too. I was like,
and
I want to be comfortable.
I was like, oh, let's fill out our cards.
We showed up to our friend's bridal shower, and everybody's all elegant, like in dresses. Okay. Everybody's in a dress or a skirt, and like done up and everything. And I walk in like shorts and a shirt. I forget what it was. Just shorts.
I was
and
wearing just jeans, and I was in the bridal party.
I was so relieved though when I saw her across the room in jeans, because I was like, I felt so out of place.
I would wear, honestly, like all this stuff about like, I'm still a single gal, I need to find my guy, I need to look nice, you should dress nice to the house of the Lord, all this stuff. I truly believe all of that. But man, if it was up to me, I'd be wearing a jeans and t-shirt every day.
Girl, you'll find the right guy that won't care, because like that was also like when I first started dating, and like I literally showed up to like our first, second, third date in t-shirt and shorts, because I was like, he needs to know who I am up front, and that I'm not going to be impressing
it's just, oh gosh, it's so expensive and it's so much work. Yeah. And it's like, I'm so busy. I got stuff to do.
There's other more important things.
It's expensive out there now. I gotta buy food.
Yeah.
I gotta buy food.
You gotta prioritize. But not that it's like bad. Like if that's like what you do or what your passion is, it's totally good. But
and sometimes it's not even against it either. It's just if it wasn't so much work to find the clothes, to buy the clothes, you know, a lot of them you can't wash and dry everything. It's
Yeah.
just like, I would do it if it was easier, you know.
And I feel like your majority of your life is outdoors, so like.
Oh my gosh, dude, I literally can't fathom how like people have like work clothes. I love my work uniform. I wish like I should like come one day. Oh, you saw my work uniform the one day, and like that was one of my nicer pair of work pants. My work pants. Like today, I was working on those docs I was telling you about, and I was like covered in like lake scum and rust. And I was like so gross, and I was like I had to like scrub the shower today, and I like, but like I come to work in like pants that are stained, shirts that have paint on them, and it's like, oh hey, good morning. It's not even a thing. Like that's just all of their shirts like that. A lot of their shirts look worse than mine. I wear the same green long sleeve and khaki pants every day, and it's amazing. It's amazing. And I was like some of our like teachers and stuff, they're like, oh, like I have to wear this for like these are my teaching clothes. I'm like, that's a nightmare.
Yeah, it is stressful. Well, maybe, I mean, I'm projecting. Like, I imagine it being stressful, but some people might enjoy that. But I can't imagine. I remember, like, when my mom, like, well, she's retired now, but she had a job where she had to go out and buy all this extra clothes to, like, be a certain standard.
The office,
I'm like, oh, that's stressful. I wouldn't want to have to, like, be up to a certain standard.
I remember being a kid and, like, looking at my teachers, and they were, like, wearing earrings that matched their dress, and
I love that,
makeup and their purses and stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to fail in the real world because I'm never going to learn how to do that. It wasn't even like, I'm just never going to learn how to do that. I just know that's going to be a skill set I'm never going to have. God provided, and he made me a park ranger.
I love it.
And I wear a green shirt and tan pants every day.
That's perfect.
And that's perfect for me.
The Lord provides.
The Lord
period.
provides. Yeah, because I was like, my teachers would always look so nice and put together, and like a lot of teachers will like dress for certain things and stuff, and I'm like, I'm never gonna have that skill, and I'm gonna fail. Oh, and I never had my ears pierced. Well, eventually I got them pierced at one point. And then they closed because I didn't really want them pierced because I didn't wear earrings.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, for the longest time, I didn't have them pierced until, like, high school. And I'm like, man, I'm never going to be able to be an adult because I don't have my ears pierced.
That's a requirement to be an adult.
I think that's, like, I didn't really, like, I was like, oh, I'll just get my ears pierced. And I did. And then I was like, I hate wearing earrings.
Yeah.
And so they closed up. But I was like, I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm gonna fail because I'm never gonna be able to wear earrings.
Oh, I remember feeling pressure to like accessorize like years ago, and like earrings and necklace, and it felt like, first of all, a lot of money, and then also sensory wise, I don't want anything on me. So like, I have these in my videos because people like the but like when I'm just chilling, I'm like taking it all off, and like even my wedding ring, I love how pretty it is, but like even that, I'm like, I just want to have like nothing on me. I don't know why. I'm just like,
could you imagine a huge rock on that thing?
I would not be able to. Yeah, and this thing actually, because it has like vines, it like snags on things, which isn't the best. But I'm thinking about getting like one of those silicone rings from like Amazon just to have when because there's sometimes I forget to, because I take it off so often because I don't want it snagging towels or whatever. Yeah. So, because I'll be using like a hand towel and it snags, and I'm like, but it's a pretty ring though. It's opal with emeralds.
Really it's one of the, honestly, like, I don't know, like, I feel like people like with the ring things, like I feel like it's like, I don't know, I get bored.
Right. I was like, diamond to me was boring. I mean, it can be pretty, but like, I just love all the different types of stones.
I know. Like, you can do so much. There's no rules on it.
There's not any rules, but we all like, assume that we have to have a diamond and that we have to have 2 rings. So like, I don't even have the wedding band.
I just know it doesn't talk about that anywhere in the Bible. It's just, it talks about the rings, you know,
I'm
and
like,
it's the symbol of eternal, you know.
I like to keep things as simple as possible, and so I'm like, why do I need 2 rings? I can just use
I only got
2 in 1.
Once to one guy.
Right. The guys only have to wear 1 ring. So, anyways, just so.
I like jewelry, but I like to wear the same thing every day.
Yeah.
I recently broke one of my rings, but I usually have a thumb ring, and this ring, and I have a necklace, and I have a watch, and I never take them off. I wear them in the shower. I never think about it.
Really?
So I like jewelry, and I would get like a different piercing if it wasn't like so painful and took so long to heal. but I don't like changing it every day.
Yeah.
I wear this necklace every day. I will probably wear it on my wedding day.
I love that.
I will probably wear
that watch.
this watch on. No, I probably will take it off for my wedding day. I want to get like a nicer watch I can wear for like church and stuff, but.
That's so funny. That reminds me, I had a watch that I actually got from Goodwill that I had for years, and then the battery.
Oh, I think I remember you wearing that. Yeah.
And then I don't know why. Well, actually, because the battery died, and I just never got a new battery. But I also used to have like just always had to have a watch.
I didn't even think about it, like, because it's like very like utilitarian. But I got this because I worked at a church camp where we couldn't have phones, but I needed to know rotations.
Okay.
And I'm like. This is so convenient.
That's useful. Mine was just because it just looked cool. But that's actually useful.
But I'm like it probably because I wear it at church and stuff, and it's very like like I don't even think about it. I don't even know it's there.
This is part of you now.
It's just part of me, It's part of my avatar,
I love that. I'm like, wait, I didn't realize it's like an hour 40 minutes. That's okay though.
Everyone's asleep now.
Yeah, hopefully y'all are asleep and I should like dim the lights.
Oh yeah, there you go. So it's like the brightness is going down.
Yeah, that's how it was in the video with your mom because the sun outside was setting, so it actually got darker.
Now it's time change, so it doesn't matter. It's dark. No matter
literally
all the time.
Like 4 o'clock. Good night. So I hope you enjoy. And
the feather is
let us know what y'all thought, and check out the other video if you missed that of her mom digging all the dirt on Erin. No,
I know. Yeah, we'll have to do another video. But I'm happy to give the people what they want.
Let us know what else.
I'm happy to add to you having to do a job that you like. So anything. Yep.
Well. Thanks so much, and thank you, Erin.
Of course. Anytime. I'm here for the people.
Okay. I always feel awkward, like, how to end it, but...
Deuces.
Peace out.